Hello again, welcome to program evaluation. At this time, we've covered all the material related to program planning. Now we are ready to look at the other side of the coin of program development. One was program planning, but after we implement, we have to look at the evaluation. And I say they're sides of the same coin because they are both trying to achieve the same goal, and one is looking at the other. The whole time. When we're planning, we're thinking about the evaluation. And when we are evaluating, we're thinking about what the program was planned to do. So what is program evaluation? And for that, I turn to a definition posed by Rossi, Freeman, and Lipsey in 2004. There are many definitions of evaluation out there and many textbooks. This is one that I think is most comprehensive and complete for the purposes of this course. So what is program evaluation? How do we define program evaluation? Well, program evaluation is the use of social research methods to systematically investigate the effectiveness of social intervention programs in ways that are adapted to the political and organizational environments. And these evaluations are designed to inform social action to improve the social condition. That is a comprehensive definition. Let's look at all the parts one by one. So first we say evaluation is the application of social research methods. Well, the overarching goal of any evaluation is to describe the performance of the entity being evaluated. That comes from the dictionary definition of the verb to evaluate. To achieve this goal, though, to really describe the performance of something being evaluated, we need to follow guidelines that guarantee that these descriptions or these evaluations of performance are as accurate and unbiased as possible, right? We want accurate and unbiased descriptions of performance. So research methods that follow the standards of the scientific method are the best approach to achieve this goal, right? We have developed tools in the scientific method to observe natural and social phenomena in a way that we can get an accurate and unbiased picture of the reality where we live in. So evaluation makes use of these methods to achieve its goals. The ultimate goal of any evaluation is social betterment. Just like the goal of any program, the reason to be of any program is to ameliorate a social problem, to solve a social problem, right? The goal of evaluation is the same, right? The reason of social programs is to solve a social problem. And the reason to any evaluation is to judge that program's effectiveness in solving the social problem. The evaluation may focus on the program's need, the program's design, the program's service delivery, the program's efficiency, or the program's impact on outcomes, but all in relation to the social problem that it was intended to address. Now, not only do we use research methods to assess how well we are impacting or solving a social problem with an intervention, but the evaluation is a research that is conducted in a political and organizational context. As we discussed in the program planning material, programs exist within organizations, and organizations exist in communities, right? And these communities are economic, social, political systems, right? Now, when you conduct an evaluation of a program, you must consider the political context of the program. Where does this program fit in relationship with the rest of the organization and the rest of the community in general, right? We don't conduct evaluations just because, right? Somebody is sponsoring this evaluation, somebody is paying us, or somebody is requiring these evaluations. So these evaluation sponsors have their own goals in mind. They're also program stakeholders, the people that is being served, the people that is running the programs, and the people that believe in the program out there in the community. All of this are interests that the evaluation has to consider when looking at the effectiveness of a program, right? It doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's a social phenomena, and the evaluation has to consider that social political context of a program when evaluating. Now, the last aspect of this definition is that evaluations are designed to inform social action to improve social condition, right? And what this means is that any evaluation that we conduct is going to advance knowledge. And the benefits of advancing the knowledge regarding a social problem and of an intervention, they may reach a larger audience than that of the specific program being evaluated. Remember when we looked at evidence-based practices, that evaluations are used by clearinghouses to determine if programs can be considered evidence-based, right? So those evaluations are serving a higher purpose than just evaluating a particular program. That program may be used somewhere else to solve a social problem somewhere else. And because social betterment is the overarching goal of programs, evaluations are there to advance social betterment in a larger scale than just a particular program. So whenever we think about evaluation, we must think that it's an activity that uses research methods to assess the effectiveness of an intervention in relationship to how it solves a social problem. That we understand that this evaluation occurs in a social, political, economic setting that we need to consider. And that the ultimate goal is that with this evaluation, we are advancing knowledge on how to understand a social problem and how to improve a social condition ultimately. So what we're going to do in this class is, well, first we're going to learn about the purposes of evaluation. Not all evaluations have the same purpose. And it's important to know the purposes of evaluation because the modes of inquiry that we're going to use in our evaluation depend on the purpose that we're trying to achieve. Then we're going to learn about evaluations that serve the specific purposes of organizational improvement and oversight and compliance. These are commonly called process evaluations. We're going to look at designs for those types of evaluations. Now, we're going to explore the use of surveys and specifically satisfaction surveys in process evaluations because they are widely used or widely misused, I should say. So we're going to look at the role of them, what they actually give us, and how to conduct those surveys should we require them. Then we're going to move into understanding causal analyses. And this is the foundation for designing randomized controlled trials. Why randomized controlled trials are the gold standard in evaluation research, and why other designs may also be provide important information, but fall short from the randomized controlled trial. Then with that knowledge, we'll be able to understand how to conduct outcome evaluations or evaluations that serve the purpose of assessing merit and worth of a program. And finally, we will discuss and explore methods for sharing evaluation results. Recently, many evaluators have been talking about the use of stories to increase the impact of evaluation results, and we will discuss that. So again, this is a fast-paced course. We will have some assignments and a final exam, but I'm excited to begin this section of the course. I'll see you in the next video.